Hey friends, and welcome back to another episode of the Nourish Life Show. So today I want to pick on a topic about getting clear, and I want to share with you a technique that can really help you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, this is a show for you. If you struggle with racing thoughts, this is a show for you. If you struggle to switch off at night because your mind is going crazy, this is for you. Or maybe if you have mild anxiety, this could also be one for you. Now, the technique I want to share with you is something called brain dumping. Now, got to think of this. Our brain is continually taking in data. It's continually scanning, looking at environments. We're telling it to remember things. It's trying to consume information. And effectively what happens is we lose priority, we lose importance, and we can lose focus when sometimes we're not bringing those things to the front of the brain. Now, although we could do with bringing those things to the front of the brain, a lot of the time it's taking up mental bandwidth at the back of the brain. In the subconscious, we're still thinking of it, but we're not aware that we're thinking about it. And this is what leads to an ability where you cannot get clear. You cannot make decisions. You have racing thoughts. You feel like you're wasting time by not really getting anything done. So if there's one thing I really implore you to do is brain dump. And this little exercise is this. Simply get a pen and paper. And then all I want you to do for 5 minutes is just write. You write down absolutely everything that is going on in your brain. Could be what you're making for dinner, could be emails coming in, could be finances, could be what you need to make the kids for dinner. It could be anything that you are thinking that is continually running through your brain, write it down. So spend some time doing that. Really get it out to the point when you're actually struggling to come up with things to put on the piece of paper. So some of those things might look absolutely stupid as well. So you might look at those and go, why am I even thinking about that? So then the next part of this exercise is you go through your list. Go through absolutely every single one of those bullet points or thought points, and then make a mark next to it. So mark it 1. 1 is this important? Do I need to be thinking about this? Does this need to be in my brain, or does this need to have action taken? Then 2. Go through the list again. Put a 2 next to the ones of this isn't immediate. I can think about this later. This is a note for later. And then 3, go through the list again. Which ones of these are taking up space? Which ones of these am I worrying about? Which ones of these are chipping away in the background that I don't need to think about? And then delete. Delete those ones, remove them off the list. And then what you'll find is you're left with a very small amount of those are the things that need to be prioritized, the things that need to be focused on, the things that need to be planned, that need to be acted on. So this is an amazing exercise. The reason being is I always love to use this analogy in speaking gigs is a lot of the time if you think of a laptop, if you're one of those users that opens pretty much every single tab on a computer and then suddenly there's music playing and you can't work out where the music's coming from, this is what our brain does. It takes in information, and where we're not consciously processing it, we don't really understand that in the background it's still taking up mental space. And even though we're not aware that we're thinking about it, at some level we are. So guys, this is the brain dump. It's an absolutely phenomenal tool for anyone who's suffering with overwhelm, mild anxiety, racing thoughts, the inability to switch off. It really allows you to filter your thoughts. It allows you to prioritize. It allows you to work out what's important. And it also allows you to see where you need to pay more attention to. But anyway, guys, that's been a short words of wisdom here on the Nourish Life Show. As always, if you are listening, you are going to do this exercise, screenshot, let me know that you're doing it. I'd love to know what you've taken away from it. And as always, if there is something in here which can help other people, by all means, hit the URL, copy it, send it in a message, and let them know that this show exists. But until next week, guys, go and live the Nourish Life.